And you can actually see that moment of where they say they can't take any more as a breakthrough. Maybe they've finally realized that they can't go on in this sort of crazy way.
Why is it crazy? Who makes this crazy? That's what stress is, isn't it?
Well, stress is, by definition, is crazy in the sense that we're on a treadmill. We're going faster and faster to achieve less and less. And I think this is often what we experience.
Is stress then ambition?
Well, it's driven by ambition.
Or is it hatred that you can't get there fast enough? You know, or is it the two battling out? You want, but you know you're just a normal human being.
I think it's the two battling out. It's that sense of not having enough time in the day to actually achieve what we need to achieve.
Yeah.
I think that in the West we're incredibly intellectually sophisticated.
Yes.
But we have to catch up emotionally, or otherwise we're actually going to burn ourselves out. And that emotional catch-up, it means that we actually have to pay more attention to our inner lives. Now, somewhere in there, we've got to realize that inside, we have what we're looking for out there, that we can access it without anything. It's free. But we have to work a bit to achieve that.
So you went in, the girls and the boys separate?
Yes.
And you don't come out for 4 years?
That's it, yes.
And then in the middle of that, is there that 18-month thing where...
Well, 6 months of being silent. And, I mean, it took a while, but it really was a joy in the end.
So 4 years in isolation became a pleasure?
Oh, yes. And not became, I mean, it was from the beginning. I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't without difficulty, but when you have this feeling of satisfaction and knowing that you're doing the right thing for yourself, then even if you're like really, you know, finding it hard going is great.
And you had to go that far?
For me, yes. Maybe other people, they, you know, it's not their path, but for me, it suited very well. I was very happy doing it.
When we talk about letting go everything means not sort of giving up your wealth or home or family, but we have to let go of our emotion, the thoughts itself. Because emotion or thought, for me, is like the clouds, but in Buddha nature itself is like the space. We don't know where the cloud come before, we don't know when it's going to dissolve for nothingness. So if we are able to see our own emotional thought just like the clouds, then we will have less problem and less suffering.
Can I have that, or do I have to be a Tibetan?
No, everybody can have that. It's saying we have to be self-reliant. That means we will never sort of waste our time by working so hard for many things.
Like what things?
Like job, money, house, all the things we think is going to bring us happiness.
Clip 2. A vegan diet.
And you are what?
I'm a raw food vegan. I only eat living foods. I don't eat any cooked foods, and I don't eat anything heated over 105 degrees Fahrenheit, not centigrade.
And that's what you eat?
That's what I eat, yeah.
Anything raw?
Everything raw, yeah.
Because of something happened as a child, or why is that?
No, simply because I found it's the best way to live. I find it keeps me healthy and fit.
You're fit?
Yeah.
And does it make you, I don't know, so you feel good, you feel clean?
I feel very good, I feel clean, yeah.
And this is where it's a kind of a loo and B-day all in one. This is, you put the beans in here.
That's
like
that's nothing to do with raw foods, that's just my, my little spin dry. But don't worry about it. It doesn't bother me.
That's what not to do with beans. But here you need your beans.
You need your beans. You need your
beans.
green stuff. You need your chlorophyll, your green grasses.
Isn't that what plants eat?
Well, chlorophyll is the greatest healer there is. This is why they put it in toothpaste, you know, chlorophyll.
That's why my teeth have never been sick a day in their life.
The grass is great because it's got all the minerals, it's got all the vitamins, it's got all the enzymes.
Well, look at cows. They look fantastic and they don't age. You don't eat grass. You don't go out there and graze.
I juice grass, yes. I juice the grass.
You go out in your front lawn.
Yeah, I grow it from wheat grain,
right,
which is a better kind of grass. It's a superior type of grass.
Wow.
I put it in the juice.
Turf is not this. This woman is way beyond turf. Now, is this to smoke or to eat?
That is to eat, but it's best if you soak it because that'll make it the way it was in the sea, you know.
Which is?
Rehydrated, you know, that's been dried.
What is it, like a fish or?
That is a seaweed called wakame. I think it's wakame.
Do you have it here for one of my delicacies?
I've got some here,
Oh,
but I
that
wouldn't.
looks-
What you do is
Yes,
you cut it up,
straight
you
out of the
shred it,
aquarium.
You shred it and you sprinkle it on your salad.
Because
like
if this
that.
arrived, seriously, at a dinner party, I'd be gone. It's not a finger dip. It really is something that you eat.
I just rehydrated it to show you what it looks like. That one's Dulce.
Right. And what's his name?
They're both
Fred.
Dulces. The
This
purple
is
one's
Fred.
a Dulce and the green one
This
is
is Marie
Wakali.
Antoinette.
Yeah.
You could do horror films late at night to people while they're sleeping. You could just come in their room with this.
Scary.
The Return of the
slimy.
Origami. And then this little doodah that oh, it's hard.
Yeah, they have been dehydrated. It's sprouted chickpeas, the ones you were eating in there.
Right, but in a kind of a, well, in a
Well,
new
they've
form.
been blended and then they've been put in the dehydrator and dried to make something like Essene bread, which is, you know, living bread, as opposed to the dead bread that's in the shops, which is all chemicalized. And
This is living because it is
because it's full of sprouted. It's not been heated.
Sprouted.
It's only gone to 105 degrees and no more.
that's a kind of
Fahrenheit, not
a
centigrade.
body that just died would be about that
Yeah.
temperature. And it tastes like
It's quite bland.
very bland.
But if you put some of the dip on it, it gives it a bit more lubricant.
Which dip would you suggest? What is this dip?
There we
This
are.
is also alive.
Yeah. A bit more.
Oh, Lord.
There we are.
Oh my God.
That's made of sprouted peas.
more sprouted peas.
More
Also
garlic.
alive, not dead. Oh,
It
it
stops
tastes
you.
exactly the same, but wet.
Well, I like it.
I do
It's
too.
got cayenne pepper on it as well.
here's something
and it
that
smells
looks-
very strong.
Karen, look what the cat did. You should be ashamed. You couldn't clean up before I came over.
My friends and I on the phone, we sort of have little confidences about all the things we're going to eat.
Is
you
that
know.
what bean eaters get up to at night? The phone, those lines are
That's
buzzing away. You call
that's
them up and go, red meat, red
Well,